Je vous retrouve pour JDL TV à la Bauma avec une vue imprenable sur toutes les grues autour de nous. Et je retrouve en bas Malcolm Hurley, le vice-président marketing de la société SKYJACK. Allez, on descend, on est parti. Hello Malcolm.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. So you are the VP of marketing for SKYJACK, a Canadian company. Can you tell us about the history of the company and the main milestone since its creation?
Yeah, so this year happens to be the 40th anniversary of SKYJACK. So going back to 1985 is when SKYJACK started manufacturing scissor lifts in Canada. So we started our life with scissor lifts, electrically powered scissor lifts, and over the years we've grown that range to include rough terrain scissor lifts, boom lifts, both telescopic and articulated boom lifts, and particularly in North America we have an additional range which is the telehandler range. So now 40 years on we offer a range of vertical masts, DC scissors, rough terrain scissor lifts, telescopic booms and telehandlers on a global basis for the first product. Yeah.
A large range.
Yes.
Could you share some information about the production sites? Where are they located? So you say in Europe, in Canada, but exactly where?
Yeah, so up until 2 or 3 years ago, the majority of the products were manufactured in Canada, in Ontario, Canada. But over the last 2 or 3 years, we've increased our production by manufacturing in new build plants in Mexico and also in Hungary. And another new build factory in China. So we have 3 locations outside of Canada now, and we still manufacture in Canada as well. So 5 locations, there's 2 plants in Canada.
Can we have some an idea of the volume of your production?
We don't generally give numbers on production numbers, but it's in the tens of thousands each year. Yeah.
And how is European market for SKYJACK? Is the main market?
It's a little bit quiet at the minute. There's obviously sort of geopolitical tensions within Europe, and recent announcements out of North America on trade tariffs and things have maybe suppressed things a little bit, but we hope to carry on as normal, yeah.
And how do you manage this pressure from the new custom duties from America?
I think we just have to be careful and understand what these mean. There's a lot of public announcements and headlines, but really you need to get into the detail of those, and that takes a little bit of time to understand. But we hope, in many senses, it's in the arms of the politicians nowadays. So we hope that they do a good job. Yeah.
We hope so. Yeah. If we have a look. In the booth of SKYJACK, we have many products, many booms. What is new for SKYJACK and the Bauma? 2
things are new for us in SKYJACK. We talked before about the DC scissors, which were the first products that we manufactured, and they've continually evolved over the years since 1985. And the latest evolution of those is the introduction of E-drive into the DC scissor lifts. So that has been just introduced to Europe this year, and this is the first time that we've been looked to show them at a major trade show. A good long-standing product is renewed and revamped now for the European market. In addition, and carrying on from the theme of electrification, we've introduced 2 new booms recently. About a year ago we introduced an all-electric boom, articulated boom range. It's 45 feet and 60 feet platform height. And at the show this year we're also launching a hybrid electric version of the 45 and 60.
The performance and the capacity of this machine in a hybrid or electric are the same specification and capacity as the diesel?
Yes, we've looked. One of our real objectives was to keep the same sort of performance in terms of platform height, outreach, and also the speed of operation. So that was very much our target. And I think in actual fact, with the 2 new booms, we've maybe exceeded that a little bit. So some of the electric related machines have a little bit more performance than the other range. But in general terms, I think we're one of the first companies to be able to offer our customer base a diesel conventional machine, if you like, plus 2 other models, both electric and hybrid. So now the customer has the choice of the same specification and the same performance, but with the power of choice.
And what proportion of your sales are for electrical models in Europe now?
For SKYJACK, the number's always been quite large because we started off with electric scissors, and they're a good proportion, nearly half of our production probably. So if you look at that, but if we talk specifically on booms and the 2 booms that I mentioned, it's early days in the beginning of their introduction, and they're just offered in Europe at the minute. In time, we would look to offer them in North America, so that we're at the early stages for those products, but we have great hopes.
And to wrap up this interview, Malcolm, what are your expectations of the Bauma 2025?
Over the last 4 or 5 years, we've had troubles with COVID and the likes of, so it's nice to be back in Bauma. Obviously, there were some things that caused problems for travel and trade shows in general, so it's nice to be back in Bauma and experience the thrills of a 7-day show. And again, we hope that our customers are excited to see the electric booms, both the battery electric vehicle and the hybrid electric vehicle that we have.
I'm pretty sure that they will.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you, Malcolm.
Cheers.
Have a nice show.
You too. Bye bye.
Merci de nous suivre sur JDL TV et on vous retrouve pour une prochaine émission. À bientôt.